Welcome guys to my new video. A lot of technicians requested for iPhone videos. Now iPhone videos will now be available from today. My dear technician, before I start this video, some people normally think that iPhone is so difficult to repair than Android phone or button phone. In this video, I'm going to explain everything step by step so that you will understand the procedure on how you can be able to fix iPhone. Not only iPhone, any kind of phone. But what I want you to know is that iPhone is not difficult to repair. Do not think that iPhone is difficult to repair. I recommend you take every phone the same thing, right? Just pay attention to this video. After this video, you'll be able to work any iPhone very simple and easy. My dear technician, so without time wasted, let me start the video. My dear technician, someone chatted me online and complained about this phone. I told her, don't worry, send the phone to me. So she sent the phone to me. The phone reached my hand yesterday. My dear technician, before I told her to send the phone to me, I asked her some question. What happened to the phone? She said the phone fell down and the phone stopped on. After that, I quickly asked another question. Have you taken the phone to any engineer to work the phone? She said yes, that 2 engineers have tried to work the phone, but it's not still working. The phone is not on, the phone is not working. So she saw me online and she decided to chat me. So I told her, okay, fine, there's no problem. Send the phone to me. When the phone reached my hand, I'll start working on the phone. When I'm done, I will send the phone back to you. My dear technician, check this out. Right here on my hands, you can see that I'm with iPhone. First of all, I will start by removing the bolt. Check this out. There's no bolt. Check this out. There's no bolt. I think this is because the phone fell down, or maybe the technician that worked the phone before forgot to put the bolt. Anyway, there's no problem. The main problem here is fixing the phone. My dear technician, let me start by showing you the tools you need. Right here, you can see that I'm with a set of tools. This is a tools that you need to remove the bolt on this phone. My dear technician, let me show you something. Let me open now so that I can show you what I want to show you. My dear technician, right here you can see we have a whole lot of tools here. You can actually use this one to open the phone when you want to open, and you can also use it to remove those connectors that connect screen to the board. Right here we have magnet. Check this out. So you can use this magnet to magnet all those bolts that you remove from the phone. Check this out. We have a whole lot of tools here. So this is a small complete set of iPhone tools. So the next thing now is for me to open the phone. My dear technician, before you open the phone, please, you have to be very careful. The main reason why I'm saying this is because any mistake you do, you will break the screen, and the owner will tell you to buy the screen and fix it. My dear technician, since they have worked on this phone before, it will be very easier to open the phone. But if they have not worked on the phone before, I recommend you should use blower to blow around before you try to carry up the screen. My dear technician, during this process, you have to be very careful. Check the way I'm doing my own, so you have to be very careful. Because any mistake, you will buy the screen for the owner. So, we don't want to buy screen for the owner, right? We want to make sure we satisfy our customer. My dear technician, check the way I'm doing my own. Check this out. Check the way I'm doing my own. I take my time to do this because I want everybody to understand step by step. I take my time to do this. Check this out. Please be very careful. Take your time to do this. Be very careful. Be very careful. Take your time to do this. Be very careful. Be very careful. Take time to do this. You can see the gum was still holding the screen, so I have to blow it. Take time to do this. Take time, please don't rush. Take time to do this so that you can satisfy your customer. You want your customer to be happy, so take time to do this. Don't rush. Okay, after blowing, let me try if I'll be able to carry up the screen so that I will start working on the panel. Take time to do this. You don't need to rush. For me, I'm not rushing. I take my time to do this so that you understand. Here we go. So take time to do this. Do not rush. Take time to do this, please. Check this out. I'm done. Take time to do this. You don't need to rush. Check this out. I'm done. The next thing now is for me to disconnect the battery. Please make sure you disconnect the battery first. It is very, very important. Disconnect the battery first, please. My dear technician, the second thing is screen. Take your time to do this. Do not rush, please. Take time to do this. The next thing now is for you to use your chemical to remove the battery. Please, you have to be very, very careful. Take time to do this, my dear technician. Please take time to do this, please. You may ask, Father Joe, why do you want to remove the battery? I want to remove the battery so that I can test it externally to be sure that the problem is not from the battery. So I want to make sure I get the battery out so that I will test it and also take my time to test the panel to know where the problem comes from. Check this out. You may ask, Father Joe, why are you putting the chemical? I'm putting the chemical so that the chemical can dissolve the gum so that I will be able to remove the battery very easily without spoiling anything. My dear technician, I'm done putting the gum. I recommend you should keep it for like 10 to 20 minutes. I recommend you should keep it for like 10 to 20 minutes. It is very, very important. My dear technician, I kept it for 15 minutes, so let me try if I'll be able to remove it. Let me try now. Let me try. You can see the tools I'm using. Check this out. Okay, here we go. Check this out. It's out. Check this out. Check this out. The chemical dissolved the gum, and now I can remove the battery. Check this out. You can see the chemical. Let me use something to clean it. My dear technician, if you have any question, please ask me in the comment section. If you have any question, ask me in the comment section. I'll be very, very happy to see your question. Ask me a question in the comment section if you have. Check this out. I'm cleaning the battery now. Right here, you can see the gum they use. You can see they use, I think this is super glue. They use super glue and black gum, you know. They just mix up gum like that. So this is not the full gum that comes with the battery. So I'm going to clean all of these gums. I'm going to clean all of these gums out because I want the phone to be very, very clean for the owner. I want the owner to enjoy the phone. So let me clean so that I will start removing the panel and a whole lot of things. Before I start cleaning, let me first of all test the battery connector to be sure that voltage is flowing in without anything blocking. If there is anything that blocks, then I will know that something is wrong with the capacitor or diode. First of all, I'll place the positive of my multimeter probe to the ground. Check this out. And I use the negative of my multimeter probe. I place it to the negative side. Check this out. This is negative side. You can see it's reading continuity. You can see that the reading is very low to show its negative side, and let's test the positive side. So let me turn and read it. Let me turn and read normal so that I will know if voltage is flowing in without anything blocking. Check this out. Voltage is flowing in without anything blocking. Then why is the phone not on? I need to remove the panel from this casing and start troubleshooting, because I need to fix this phone. I need to fix this phone. I need to fix it. My dear technician, the first thing here is removing all the bolts. So take time to do this. So I start with camera, and make sure you cover the camera glass with tape. Take time to do this so that when you're working on the panel or you try to remove the panel from this casing, so that dust or dirt will not enter the camera glass. Take time to do this. My dear technician, take time to do this. Do not rush. Take time to do this. Make sure you take your time to do this. Do not rush so that you will not spoil anything. Make sure you disconnect everything that you need to disconnect, please. After that, when removing the panel, make sure you check very well in case there's any wire or anything that is still connected to the panel. Please make sure you check it very well, please. My dear technician, if you check very well, you will see that there is a network cable that was cut off. So it is not by me. I am not the one that cut it. Check this out. This network cable was cut off and they just connect it and leave it like that without linking to any connection. So anyway, the issue is not the network issue. The issue now is making the phone on. So I'm going to make the phone on, and that's what I will do. My dear technician, the first thing here is for me to check for physical damage. It is very, very important you need to check for physical damage in case there is any physical damage on the phone panel. So I take my time to check very well. I look everywhere, those small components. I zoom to check if there is any physical damage, capacitor or diode or IC is the problem. So I check the power IC section. I take my time to check the power IC section in case there is any problem with the power IC section. My dear technician, the next thing is for me to brush it. So I take my time to put chemical and brush it very, very well. I take my time to brush it. It is very, very important you do this in case there is anything that block or join the capacitor together, right? That links the capacitors together. The next thing is paste. So I put paste because I want to blow this IC very well. I want to blow this panel. It is important you do this, right? So that in case there is any capacitor that is not connected well, or the lead under the IC is not connected well, so that the lead, everything can connect very well. Take your time to do this, especially the power IC section. Take your time to do this. Please do not rush. Take time to do this, right? So now let me bring my blower and start blowing the IC. My dear technician, if after blowing the IC and it's still not working, I'm going to remove the IC, then get a new one and fix it, because I'm very sure the problem is from this IC. You may ask, Father Joe, tell us, how are you sure that this IC is the problem? Let me explain. Right here, this is called PMU, Power Management Unit. So this unit is in charge of power management in this phone. My dear technician, so when phone is not booting, especially iPhone like this, I recommend you should check this unit. I recommend you should check this unit, especially when there is nothing blocking the input voltage. When there's nothing blocking the input voltage, I mean when you read the VBAT, nothing is blocking the voltage from entering inside the phone panel. The next thing is for you to take time to clean it. Please take time, use your chemical to clean the panel very well. Take time to do this, my dear technicians, do not rush. Take time to do this. After that, so the next thing now is for you to dry the panel. It is important for you to dry the panel. Take your time to dry the panel very well. Dry the chemical. Please do not allow the paste you used to still be on this panel. You may ask, Father Joe, why are you telling us that we should not allow paste to be on a phone panel after we have blew the panel? Yes, the main reason is that if you leave the paste here, later in the future, the paste might cause a corrosion. A corrosion simply means it might cause a rust that will start spoiling the component on this panel. I recommend you clean it, you dry it very well before you fix the phone. My dear technician, this is the part 1 of this video. The part 2 of this video is dropping tomorrow morning. So get ready to watch the part 2 of this video tomorrow morning. Please make sure you have data on your phone. So without time wasted, let me see you tomorrow. I will drop the video tomorrow morning. I love you all. Bye bye for now.